Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video series that I am calling the Auction House series, which is basically going to be my new video series for any type of countdown that I want to do for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And I have lovingly named this after Final Fantasy VI, one of the best Final Fantasies, and I think many would agree. Not the best, though. Gotta make it a little bit controversial. But anyway, our first series is going to be about the Super TMRs. Recently someone said, hey, you made a Super TMR list, a top Super TMR list a while ago. Why don't you make another one of those? And it's like, okay, alright, I'll do that. And so here we are, and we are going to be counting down the top 10 of what I think are the best TMRs to get in the game right now. Now, first of all, I admit Super TMRs, not exactly the easiest thing to get. Second of all, this list is my list. I really, I don't want to make anyone angry or anything, but I am basically qualifying and quantifying this list how I feel necessary. So my qualifications for getting on this list was that basically I looked for Super TMRs that would be valuable for a wide series of units and a wide series of trials too. Specific thing like, for instance, to call back to one of my more recent reviews, Golbez's Super TMR is really great for very specific amounts of units, but not really great for a whole bunch of units, and that's why those will stay off the list. Next thing I should mention is that no EX point units will be on this list. While they seem to be being released regularly as regular units on the global side, they are not that way in Japan, so I am going to keep them off the list. Otherwise, Medina's Super TMR would probably be on this list, as well as the new one, Charlotte. But since they are basically only gotten here on the Japanese side for spending money, we're going to keep them off the list, although special mention to all of them, they're all very strong. The last qualification, not quantification, we're looking at quality, not quantity, is that I will not include any limited time unit on this list. Sorry, second last one. I won't be allowing any limited time units because they're only available for a short amount of time, and it's not fair for people who come into the game later who have no chance to get these units. And to be honest, I don't think we should necessarily be pushing for limited time units, Super TMRs being, you know, hardcore to get, because you usually end up being disappointed. And quite honestly, Arngrim would win that list anyway, so it doesn't really frickin' matter. Now, the last qualification to not be on this list, or to be on this list, or not be on this list, as it so is that a lot of weapons were just kind of easily weeded out from being on this list. Weapons are very specific to certain types of units, so I guess it kind of goes to the first thing I mentioned, but I really don't want to include specific weapon types that cannot be used by a large amount of units, or equipment that it can't be used by a large amount of units. Basically, if you're going to get a Super TMR, if there's a Super TMR you want to aim for, I think it should be able to be used by a lot of different units in a lot of different ways. So that's the main reason why this list is the way this list is. Now, the only other thing to mention about this video series is that most of the videos are going to be pretty short. I don't have much to talk about their Super TMRs. What you see on the box is basically what you get, but I will just say my reasons. I gotta stop using qualify. Okay, now with that all being said and done, we can get into the number 10 spot. So here it is, number 10 on my list of top Super TMRs as of July 1st, 2018 on the Japanese side. Let's go. Was there really any other choice for music? So, I looked hard at a whole bunch of TMRs. As a matter of fact, I looked at every Super TMR in the game, and I gotta say, it was kind of difficult. I ended up with a fairly long list of approximately 30 to 40 Super TMRs that I wanted to put on this list. And after much humming and hawing, I basically decided on this as the number 10 spot. And I will reveal it. There it is. Now, as you can tell, it's a weapon, and I just finished talking about putting weapons on this list. Well, when it came to choosing this one, there was one big thing that came to my mind. Hey, if the weapon's going to be on this list, why not do something widely used on a widely able to be equipped weapon that a ton of units could equip and potentially get a lot of benefit out of? So, this weapon came to my mind. It is Machinas. Yes, we got a Type O unit on this list, and a new unit too. This unit definitely did not appear on my last time list, so I'm really happy that, some new Super TMRs have come out that have changed my opinion on what should be top. So number 10 is Excalibur Type O. It's a 163 attack sword with dual wield equipped. Now, you may say, hey, dual wield's not that great in the game. Watch it. Dual wield could come back very quickly in a lot of different units. And if it is, if not, there are still some very powerful dual wield units in the game. Sephiroth is one of them. Hell, Sephiroth is the main one. But a lot of hybrid units have been coming along lately that really benefit from being dual wield as well. Not to mention Lauren, or Lorraine, is one of the best breakers in the game that, she gets, some nice benefits from equipping a sword, so there you go. But really, there are weapons out there that allow you to get dual wield that are not Super TMR level. But the big thing that makes this Super TMR level is the fact that this lets you dual wield anything. And unlike Prompto's Super TMR, this is a sword. There are not a huge list of units that can equip guns. And even then, guns don't really have great masteries. But there's a lot of TMRs out there that support swords. Okay, not as many as great swords and katanas, but there still are quite a few options for swords out there. Not to mention that 163 attack is pretty good. Also, one of the things that makes this very widely usable is the fact that it has no element on it. Not being locked into an element is really valuable when you're putting on dual wield. It means you can keep this weapon on and then you put a different weapon with your dual wield that will give you an element to your attacks from the dual wield. So it's nice to have the flexibility in the key weapon for any build, and that's exactly what this does. Natural dual wield is always valuable, and if you can keep it from using up a materia or a accessory slot, then that's really good. Not all units are as lucky as, I believe, Machina, CG Reagan, or Tifa, just coming to my mind. Those units have natural dual wield, but not every unit that benefits from dual wield has dual wield naturally in their kit. So this Super TMR is pretty damn good. 163 attack, no element, and just dual wield? Hell yeah! Nice that Type O is giving us something, especially after so many people were like, really? Another Type O event? God damn it, we've had too many of those. Disagree. I absolutely disagree. This is a great weapon to get your hands on, and you know what? With true dual wield potentially getting a few Super TMRs recently, dual wield could come back. It could. It really could, you guys. It's still useful. I'm not lying. So that's all for this video. Next time we'll take a look at number 9, which is an entirely different type. Wait, let me check my post-it. All the answers are on here. Yep, number 9 might surprise a few people. So, till next time, see you next time.